The entire global fan community erupted when Netflix officially confirmed it's producing a special documentary about Jamie Dornan and Dakota Johnson, the two faces synonymous with the hit 50 Shades series. This news immediately became a hot topic on social media, as it's seen as the first time Netflix has delved into the relationship, career journey, and behind-the-scenes aspects of the pair who once caused a sensation in Hollywood. Clapperboard. What will the documentary reveal? According to initial information, the documentary will not only recount the success of 50 Shades, but also reveal fire never-before-seen behind-the-scenes moments. Face mask. The pressure of fame that Jamie Dornan Dakota Johnson faced. Heartbreak, misunderstandings, rumors, and years of silence. Mic. Rare moments where they shared genuine feelings about each other. A close source revealed, "This is not a typical promotional film, it's a very real, very human story." Collision. Why did Netflix choose Jamie Dakota? Netflix is said to have been following the enduring appeal of Jamie Dornan and Dakota Johnson for many years. Even though the 50 Shades series has ended, their popularity has never waned. Their shared moments continue to go viral online. Global fans still constantly ask, "Right finger, what really happened behind the camera?" This documentary is seen as the official answer to nearly a decade of curiosity. Global fans go wild. Just hours after the news broke, Twitter, X was flooded with hashtags related to Jamie Dornan Dakota Johnson. Many fans declared, "This is the content we've been waiting for years." Many believe the documentary will completely change the perspective on the relationship between the two stars. Hourglass. Release date revealed? Netflix has not yet announced an official release date, but according to experts, the film is likely to air soon and be categorized as a Netflix original documentary, a genre attracting a huge audience. Fire. Will previously untold details emerge? What intrigues viewers most isn't just the names of Jamie Dornan and Dakota Johnson, but the level of frankness this documentary promises to deliver. According to some behind-the-scenes sources, Netflix recorded movie camera private conversations between Jamie and Dakota during their reminiscence of 50 Shades. Hourglass. Moments of silence that are worth 1,000 words when recalling the most tense period. Speech balloon. Questions they previously avoided in interviews. An anonymous producer involved in the project shared, "There were lines that made the entire editing room go silent for a few seconds." Face mask. More than just 50 Shades, the price of fame. This documentary is said to delve into the true cost Jamie Dornan and Dakota Johnson paid after becoming global icons. Jamie Dornan faced the risk of being typecast. Dakota Johnson faced pressure from public opinion, critics, and the media. Both had to learn to keep their distance to protect their careers and personal lives. Netflix wants to portray them not as characters in the film, but as real people, with doubts, exhaustion, and even hurt. Heartbreak. Their relationship, colleagues, friends, or more. Although Netflix isn't promoting it as a romantic story, the documentary will certainly make viewers ask themselves, why did Jamie and Dakota, once so close, gradually become so private? What made them rarely appear together after the series ended? Were there misunderstandings that the public was unaware of? The film doesn't offer direct answers, but lets emotions, gazes, and memories speak for themselves. Tornado. How will Hollywood react? Media predictions when the film officially airs. Many old interviews will be unearthed. Seemingly harmless statements will be viewed from a completely new perspective. The debate about 50 Shades and its two lead actors will flare up again. Many believe this could be a project that reshapes the legacy of Jamie Dornan Dakota Johnson in the eyes of the public. Hourglass. A documentary, or a conclusion? Some fans believe this documentary is like a farewell to the past. a release after years of silence, or even the final chapter to a story that viewers never heard in full. Whatever the case, Netflix has succeeded in keeping the whole world waiting. Warning moments Netflix debated for a long time before broadcasting. According to industry sources, not every scene was decided upon from the outset. Some segments were deemed too intimate, to the point that the Netflix production team had to magnifying glass create multiple versions. Pause button temporarily halt release to consult with legal authorities. Film frames discuss directly with Jamie Dornan Dakota Johnson. An editor revealed. There are scenes that aren't shocking in a loud way, but they leave viewers speechless. That's exactly what Netflix is aiming for: genuine, unscripted emotion. Brain the years of silence, choice or obligation? The documentary raises a big question that has never been directly addressed before. Right finger: was Jamie Dornan Dakota Johnson's silence after 50 Shades voluntary, or forced? The film depicts, in sequence, advice from management and the film studio, pressure from fans, the media, and social media, the decision not to respond to rumors, even knowing it would be misinterpreted. Jamie Dornan is said to have said in the film, "Sometimes, silence is the only way to keep going." Speech balloon: when the cameras stop, the story truly begins. The unique aspect of this Netflix documentary is the after-camera footage, recordings taken when both thought the scene was over. No script, no staged poses, no controlled expressions. Just people looking back on a chapter of their lives. Dakota Johnson reportedly admitted that there were times when she felt completely misunderstood, avoiding mentioning Jamie not because she was annoyed, but because it was too complicated. Fire: the most anticipated controversial moment. A scene rumored to be the focal point of the entire film. Jamie and Dakota watching a replay of a 50 Shades scene. The camera remains, no cuts, no commentary, no background music. Just glances, silence, and a very small reaction, but enough for viewers to interpret in hundreds of different ways. Netflix understands. Right finger: it is the unspoken words that haunt the viewer. Globe: a documentary, or a mirror for all of Hollywood? Experts believe this project isn't just for Jamie Dornan Dakota Johnson fans, but also offers a lesson about the price of being an icon. A story about how Hollywood creates, and then quickly discards, stars. A reminder that behind a legendary couple are two very real people. Candle: the ending isn't an answer, it's acceptance. The documentary isn't said to offer definitive answers to every question fans have asked. Instead, it leaves behind understanding, a more mature perspective, and the feeling that some stories don't need to be defined. Volcano: on the day the documentary aired, social media exploded in minutes. When Netflix officially released the documentary, social media was almost overwhelmed within the first few minutes. Hashtags related to Jamie Dornan Dakota Johnson shot straight to the top of trending topics. Short clips were cut and spread at lightning speed. Fans were divided into opposing emotional states: moved, skeptical, choked up. Many admitted, "I thought I knew everything, but this film made me look again." Speech balloon: most quoted sayings. No need for shocking statements, just a few short quotes were enough to haunt viewers. Jamie Dornan: there are connections that don't disappear, they just don't belong in the spotlight anymore. Dakota Johnson: people think they understand us, but they only see what's allowed to be shown. This restraint is what makes the film more powerful than any direct explanation. Fog: there is no single truth, only multiple perspectives. Netflix doesn't try to unmask or reveal anything. Instead, the documentary lets viewers confront the questions themselves. Right finger: what do we really expect from stars? Right finger, does public curiosity inadvertently become a burden? Jamie Dornan and Dakota Johnson neither justify nor deny. They simply recount what they've been through. Dove, after all. Liberation or a new beginning? The film ends not with a grand declaration, but with a very simple image. No red carpet. No applause. Just two people who have lived through a very significant chapter in their lives. Many fans believe that this documentary is the closing statement for 50 Shades. A release after years of being labeled. And possibly a new turning point in how Jamie Dornan and Dakota Johnson are perceived.